Welcome to everyone. You are now part of LSE. Thank you for taking the time to join with us here today from wherever you happen to be in the world right now. We're really looking forward to seeing all of you here in London very soon, if you're not here already. I should introduce myself. My name is Patrick Wallace. I'm one of the professors in the school, and I'm the current head of department in the Department of Economic History. I'm joined by James Relf, the General Secretary of the LSE Student Union, and you'll be hearing a lot more from James later in the presentation. I should just say we expect the presentation to last for about half an hour, and the idea is that we give you a broad overview of life at LSE and the LSE community that you have now joined. So being an LSE student means that you're part of an amazingly diverse and inclusive community. Hopefully you're very excited. Maybe you're a little nervous about starting your studies here with us at LSE. So the idea is that today we give you a flavor of what to expect from LSE, something about how we can support you, how we can help you succeed in your time as a student here. We also want to tell you something about what our values are as a university and as a community, and how your well-being is central to your time here as a member of LSE's student community. So we want you to understand a little bit about what it is to be part of LSE. We are one community of like minds and very diverse opinions. We're a debate of academics, you might say, but we're committed to building a diverse, equitable, and truly inclusive community. And that's the cornerstone of LSE's 2030 strategy. Now, just as we're proud of our community, we're also proud to be a London university, as our name suggests. By being part of LSE, you're also part of one of the most exciting, vibrant, and diverse cities in the world. Before we go any further, let's just take a moment and get an idea of quite how diverse and international you all are as our incoming student community. So you should just see a poll in front of you. Take a second, vote, tell us where you're coming from and where you've traveled from. Thanks for voting. Wow. You can see we have students joining us from all around the world today. And this is a diversity that we think makes us stronger. It's something we celebrate and enjoy at LSE. So whether you're traveling or have traveled from around the world or maybe just around the corner, I just want to say that while you're studying here with us, we want you to think of this as your home away from home. It's a place where you're going to study with staff and students who are the brightest and the best. It's also a place where you're going to be supported, going to be encouraged, and given a chance to thrive. So now you're arriving at LSE, we don't expect you to stand still. We see this moment as the start of your journey with us. And we want you to think of this as a journey where you're creating who you will be. Now, in any journey as significant as this, there are bound to be points where you need a helping hand, you need someone to listen to, or just to know there are people who care a little bit about you. That's why here at LSE, we have many ways to support you during your journey and your time here with us. So there'll always be someone who cares about your studies, who cares about your well-being, and most of all, someone who cares about you. It's worth saying LSE's degrees are academically challenging. They're going to require you to engage really thoughtfully, and we ask and we expect our students to work hard. We know that you expect this. You want our degree programs to be challenging. You wouldn't be here with us if you weren't willing to work and to engage with every aspect of your studies. So we're proud of the academic challenge that our programs present to you. And it's part of the reason that LSE's degrees present a gateway to fulfilling, challenging careers wherever and whatever you choose to do at the end of your studies. And to help you with that transition, with that decision-making process, the career service here at LSE is excellent. It's open to you throughout your studies. It's also open to you after you leave. And we really encourage our alumni to engage with the career service after they depart to help you make this transition into the world of work. So there may be times while you're here when no matter how hard you work, you're going to need some academic advice and support. The obvious place to get this is from your class teachers, your academic mentor or supervisor, and the professional services staff in your academic department. And there will always be someone to help and advise you with your questions. But we also have a set of wider services where you can get help and advice across LSE. And this is whether you want to talk to someone about your studies, your well-being, maybe your financial situation, or for just help with those administrative hurdles that life at university can present. You can see a PowerPoint slide there now, and it gives you a sense of some of the support on offer. You can see an image of the Student Hub app, which has got a Find Support tool within it, which will help you find out ways to get advice. I'd also like to draw your attention to some specific support services that you can make of use of now and throughout your time at LSE. You can see them here. The Language Centre is really important, and it's particularly focused on helping if you haven't written assessments in English. And we know that with such an international student body, a lot of you are going to be assessed in English for the first time. There's LSE Life, and this is a really excellent place to get help with study skills. It runs a series of courses on essay taking, on exams. It has a system of one-to-one one-to-one workshops, and also a set of student academic mentors are run out of that to help you deal with the challenges that LSE can present. Finally, just to flag up the library, it's very big, 4 million items. That's really a lot of different resources for you. And as well as that, it also has subject librarians who are dedicated professionals who can help you find the resources you will need to help your research, your studies in the particular areas that you're trying to explore while you're with us. One further place really important to highlight is the Student Services Centre. This is particularly a place to go to where you're unsure about how to move forwards with a problem, because it's where you can get the authoritative advice on school processes, on LSE's procedures, just about anything LSE related you can ask about here. And that includes specialist visa advice if you need it. So if you don't know the answer, the Student Services Centre will at least know who to get advice from. You can see here on the slide, it's open to you every day, Monday to Friday, from 11 till 4. And you're also able to interact with them using a chat online function. They have specialist drop-in centres it's worth flagging up as well. And just to say again, this is the definitive place for advice on school rules and procedures. So if you hear anything, want to check and understand it, go and speak to someone at the SSC if you think you have a question. Now, as well as looking after your academic well-being, we really want to make sure that your well-being in general is good. We know that the last few years have been difficult for many people in many different ways. So let's pause here and ask how you're feeling about the year that's coming. Let's have another quick poll. We know there are going to be some things that you're concerned about. So please just flag up 3 things that you are most thinking about that might affect your next few weeks at LSE. What's worrying you? Got some things there about making friends, adjusting to life, fitting in, maybe health concerns as well. I mean, looking at your feedback there, you can see there are a lot of you who are feeling some concern. That's absolutely fine. It does not come as a surprise. In fact, being a social science university, we've already carried out some research on this. And when we ask in a survey incoming students about what they're worried about, 4 out of 10 are already a little bit concerned about well-being. They're concerned about mental health during the first few weeks at LSE. So 2 points about that. First, if you're sitting there, you're feeling a bit nervous, a bit unsure about what's going to come, you're not alone. And that's something that's really important to understand. And second, we as a university are ready for this. There are many ways that we have that can help support you, whether you're feeling maybe a little bit lost and unsure, maybe a bit homesick, or if you need some help coping with any kind of challenge. So in these kind of situations, we've got some resources, I said, and you might want to contact them. And you can see a couple of the important avenues there. The Student Wellbeing Service is a really important center at LSE to offer advice. It has professional counselors. It has peer supporters as well. And it's also home to our disability and mental health services. This is very important if you're facing more serious challenges with mental health and also learning conditions. So please reach out to them if you have any concerns. We also have a faith center at LSE, which is a great place to go for spiritual support, whether you have any faith or none at all. It's an important place on campus. And while we're talking about well-being, one really important point, please do register with a GP, a general practitioner. That's what we call family doctors in Britain. To help with that, on campus here in the centre of London, we have the St. Philip's Medical Centre. It's a practice that has many years of experience in helping students and looking after our students. Now, on a more positive note, there are other, sometimes less obvious ways that you can help improve and enhance your well-being while you're here as a student, and also to have fun while you're doing it. A good example of this is volunteering. We have a culture of volunteering here at LSE within our community, which enables you as students to engage with some rewarding opportunities, help facilitate your personal development, and also make a contribution to society while you're here in London. I'd also like to emphasize the role of the Students Union. It plays a really important part in the life of LSE's community. Its contribution to student well-being and the student experience in general is really important, and the Students Union and its very many societies can be a great way of making new friends, which is a really important part of settling in here. So to tell us a bit more about this and the work of the Students Union in general, I'm going to hand over now to James Relf, who's the General Secretary, which means he's in charge of the LSE Student Union this year. Before I hand over to James, we're going to have another final poll. We want you to vote for the Students Union activities that you're most looking forward to in your time here at LSE.
Yes, thank you, Patrick. We'll just give it a few more seconds and we'll see what everyone's most looking forward to here. I can see society is very popular, career development as well. Let's see what else we've got. Space and facilities, elections, student activism. We'll give it 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll end the poll. So you can see that we've got a big group of students who are very interested in societies, which I can definitely tell you more about. So first and foremost, I want to say a huge congratulations on making it to LSE. As Patrick just mentioned, my name is James Relf, and I'm the General Secretary of the Students' Union this year. Our Students' Union was founded in 1897, making it one of the oldest in the United Kingdom. Throughout our history, student groups have campaigned on some of the most pressing issues of the day, giving us a reputation of being one of the most proactive SUs in the world. Now, although our Student Union facilitates a collective number of different purposes, I would say that we're guided by 3 main functions. Number 1, we are the hub for student life here on campus. Clubs and societies are the heart and soul of student life here at LSE, and with over 300 of them in the SU, there really is something for everyone. They provide you the opportunity to connect with new people, develop skills, keep up existing interests, or even discover new hobbies. We have societies relating to academics, activities and interests, careers, creativity, campaigning, charities, faith, cultures and nationalities. Sport clubs at SU in the SU are also an amazing way to keep fit and healthy, and will even allow you to compete against other universities. There is always something to get involved with, and last year we saw the SU host around 2,000 events organised by student groups. And as clubs and societies are all student-led, this means that one day you too will be able to lead your very own student group and shape our LSE community. This leads me to the second purpose of the Students' Union, to amplify student voices. As a student-led organisation, we represent, support, and empower students. And as a member of the Student Union, you have the opportunity to stand in the elections and to lead LSE. You could have the opportunity to stand for a position of a committee of a club or society, or even represent student interest as an academic rep or elected officer. There's also other means to get involved with democracy here, and that could be through a student town hall or even through student policy proposals. And third and finally, the Student Union is here to support you throughout your journey at LSE. We run an in-house advice service, which provides free advice and support to students on a range of academic, housing, and financial issues. It also administers a series of hardship funds, which are accessible to students. Due to the advice service's independence from LSE, it means that they are impartial and free from conflict of interest. The Student Union also runs the Consent Ed programme, which is a two-part educational programme developed in conjunction with the university to explore issues around sexual consent. It provides you an opportunity to discuss how we can look out for one another and create a positive, respectful, and consent culture where everyone feels safe on campus. Last year, over 2,000 students took part, and it is expected that all new students attend an in-person session. Now, this moves me on to how you can best get involved with your student union. Building on what I just said, you can book your Consent Ed session via the SU website or through the Student Hub. All sessions are free but have to be booked in advance, so make sure you add it to your to-do list before you arrive. You can also check us out on campus. Our home is the Saucy Hot building. Here you'll find the legendary 3 Tons bar. It's open every weekday, has the cheapest drinks on campus, and is also a great place to hang out with your friends. On the first floor of the Saucy Hawk, we have the Denning Cafe. This newly refurbished cafe is reopening with a brand new, exciting and affordable menu, including Starbucks and bubble tea. The SU also houses 2 gyms. One is on the 4th floor of the Saucy Hawk, and another is in the Marshall building, which you can access with your LSE gym membership. In the Marshall, we also have 2 squash courts and a sports hall, which is also available for students to use. One tip that I would give you is to get involved with as many clubs and societies as possible. Last year, 6,500 students had memberships to them. Some of these will be offering a Give It a Go session throughout September and October, which is basically a free trial for you to try them out. Perhaps this is the opportunity for you to try something new. And as I mentioned earlier, with over 300 of them, there really is something for everyone. On Monday, the 18th of September, applications will open for you to run as a candidate in the autumn term elections. There are a number of positions which are up for election, including members of the academic subcommittee, society and club committee positions, or even you could join me at the National Union of Students Conference next year as one of our NUS delegates. And the elephant in the room, of course, is the LSESU Freshers Fortnight. As we welcome you to LSE over the next couple of weeks, we'll be hosting some events at the biggest venues in London. Tickets are selling really, really fast, especially for our biggest event at Scala on Thursday, the 21st of September, where we have the dance group Girls Don't Sing headlining. We also have lots of non-alcoholic events available, including the Sonderfest Music Festival. And also from Tuesday to Thursday next week, the sports hall will be transformed into the Welcome Fair, showcasing all the clubs and societies we have here at LSE, with a different focus each day. All information and tickets to these events can be found using the QR code or via the LSESU website. And finally, as your General Secretary, I'm also joined by 3 other sabbatical officers. We'll be working closely to lead LSESU, campaign for your rights, and work with the school to improve your time here at LSE. The SAB officers this year are Josh Goldman, your Education Officer, Sarah Onafade, your Welfare and Liberation Officer, and Chris Adewoye, your Activities and Communities Officer. You can contact us via Instagram, email, or most likely just catch us on campus. We all can't wait to meet you. See you around, and I all hope you have an amazing year.
Thanks, James, for outlining some of the ways you can get involved through the Students' Union. Now that you are part of LSE's community, it's important to say that we expect all our students and staff to treat each other with respect and dignity, and to be kind to each other online and in person. We all want to belong to a community that is harmonious and where each of us looks out for one another and helps each other. So LSE has given a lot of thought over the last few years about its ethical principles. and we have an ethics code, and we expect all members of our community, students and staff, to abide by it. At its heart, much of the research that's done at LSE is aiming to be for the betterment of society. For example, we have people working on climate change policy who are trying to influence policymakers to do good in the world. And this research feeds into our teaching, so you should see this in the classrooms where you study. And alongside this, we're committed, among other things, to being an ethical employer. We're also making our campus more sustainable, reducing our carbon footprint, and in 2021, we were very proud to become the UK's first carbon neutral university. We're also working to decolonize our curriculum. And when it comes to bettering society, LSE is doing its best to be a good citizen. And we expect each member of our community to be a good citizen as well. So we have high expectations of you, our students. We think you're not just the brightest, but also the best. And we think you want to do the right thing. So there is an academic dimension to this. We've already spoken that we expect you to work hard. Well, I guess you expect that. There's also an expectation that during your work, you'll uphold the principles of academic integrity whenever you produce work at LSE. And this means that you'll act with honesty, trust, fairness, and respect. So as part of our community of scholars, you're expected to stick by these principles, of these ethical principles and responsibilities while at LSE. So this means being honest in your studies, acknowledging the work that other people have done, giving it credit whenever you use other people's ideas in your work. Like you, we want your degree to have value. And for that to be the case, it has to be honestly earned. And we take academic integrity very seriously at LSE. And here are some examples of the sorts of behavior that we expect of you. Acknowledging information, where the information you put in your work comes from, being really accurate when you report findings, and behaving in the right way. So this is a set of decisions, a set of choices that we expect you to make that will protect our reputation as a university and protect your own reputation. And it's only by sticking by these ethical principles that we can maintain the value of the degrees that we award here. And that's something that's up to everyone to protect. Now, we appreciate that sometimes you're going to be unsure about what is and isn't permitted in an exam or an assessment. And if you're unsure, please ask for advice. Make sure you do so in good time before the deadline for an essay or before the exam is sat, so that we can give you the support and guidance that you need. The advent of artificial intelligence models, things like ChatGPT, has made knowing what is and isn't allowed even harder. But this is an area where your departments will give you explicit advice. So you can ask your tutors, your class teachers, your academic mentor, staff in LSE LSE Life for advice and guidance whenever you have any questions or feel unsure. So we're here to help, and we want to see you succeed fairly and to be proud of what you've achieved here. We're nearly at the end of the presentation. We hope it's given you an insight into what it is to be a student here at LSE. So please remember, there are lots of events happening in person or online over the next week or two as you arrive here on campus. Here's just a quick reminder of some of the things that we've got planned for Welcome Week and beyond. You can see local history tours, there are campus tours throughout the period, and there's also a lot of activities going on in LSE's Welcome Square, right in the heart of our campus. There are also a set of top tips talks that you can access online. So hopefully everyone will find some activities or events that you can enjoy in the next couple of weeks. We certainly hope that there is something here for everyone. As you get ready for the start of term, please take a moment to prepare. look at our welcome guide. It's going to help give you some advice about life in London, about being ready for your ready for your studies here. Use the Find Support tool. Give it a go, just check it out so you understand what's available. And please, we strongly advise that you do the online module Prepare to Learn at LSE. We've done research on this. We know that students who take this module do better at LSE. So it's worth just taking a little moment to go through that module. Obviously, as part of this, please download the Student Hub app so that you've got it available on your phone. So finally, James and I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. However long your journey with us lasts, we hope you achieve everything that you wanted to at LSE and that you really enjoy belonging and being part of LSE's student community. It will no doubt be a time for you to remember. So thank you all for being with us today and have a great year. Goodbye.